Matt, afternoon to you.
Yes, hi, Phil.
And read your tweet out on air about 15 minutes ago saying that for you, you regard today as nothing more than a pantomime.
Well, that's right. I mean, God, it was complete and utter farce. I mean, we did not need a Queen's speech, really, for this. I mean, they're hardly well thought through ideas. It was like a shopping list of some sort of political thoughts. And it really was a bit of a cynical stunt by an unelected Prime Minister. And I think it was designed to divert attention away from the harsh reality of Brexit.
Is he not entitled?
Any of this is going to see reality.
Is he not entitled, though, Boris Johnson, to say, look, I've been elected by my party to lead my party. Our democratic system means as a result of that and the leader of the largest party, I'm the Prime Minister, and I have the right, don't I, to set out my agenda via a Queen's speech for the next parliamentary term and then put that forward to be voted on by you in the House of Commons. Got every right to do that, hasn't he?
Well, he's abusing his powers like he did when he was mayor. And I think it's all going to come to light fairly shortly. But it was certainly alleged to be anyway. And the thing is that he's taken this opportunity to hold a bit of a sort of party political election broadcast, even though he wants to have an election in a few weeks' time. That's a complete abuse of power. He should not be doing that. Some really important things that need to be got on with. And he's chosen to use the Queen yet again for his own political purposes. I think it's disgrace, and I don't think the Queen was that impressed.
We were all, looking for little twitches of the Queen's face there, just to kind of see if any indication. But she was stoic and constitutional to the last there during delivery of the speech. I mean,
she didn't wear the crown, did she?
No, she didn't wear the crown. But
and I think that was probably for good reason.
Oh, okay. She doesn't always wear the crown, but fair enough. One of the reasons why the suggestion that the Labour Party, your leader, is not keen on this is that, of course, at a general election right now, you'd get beaten, wouldn't you? And actually, Labour is in fear of a general election because Boris Johnson right now would win it.
No, I'm not in fear of a general election. I actually asked Boris Johnson if he'd like to come and visit Warwick and Leamington and help me with my election campaign. I'm that confident that he's a liability. I think he's a terrible Prime Minister. I think he's got a shocking record, and I think he's going to be one of the most divisive people we see, and he's as Prime Minister. And we've already seen him debase the political status of being Mayor of London. And he's doing the same thing now as the Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party. That's why there's so much dissent on his own backbenches.
But if he comes back from Brussels on Saturday with a deal that he's managed to negotiate, if he puts that forward to MPs and carries some of your number, the Stephen Kinnocks, the Lisa Nandys, who have said they would vote for a deal, he will look like a hero. He will have got Brexit done, as he promised, and a general election, he'd have a landslide.
Well, I would love to see. We'll see what the detail of all this is, but I cannot believe Labour MPs are going to vote for something which actually diminishes workers' rights, environmental protections and safeguards, food protection safeguards and regulations, and actually potentially damages seriously our automotive industry and manufacturing sector. I cannot believe Labour MPs would support that.
In terms of the process now, Matt, obviously we've got a couple of days of debate now, haven't we, about the Queen's speech in Parliament. And Parliament will now sit on Saturday to discuss the Brussels summit.
Yeah. So on the one hand, we had a Prime Minister who wanted to suspend Parliament whimsically to deny us any chance to scrutinise what the government was up to. Now he wants us to work at weekends. I mean, you can't make it up. It's just kind of, we're at his beck and call. He doesn't want us to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, but now he wants us to be here on a Saturday. And it's all to his own political ends. This is a person who entered politics really for his own ambition. And I think people have got to wake up to the reality that this person is not fit to be Prime Minister. And the European Parliament, I'd be amazed if it gets through his proposals. He's playing with Northern Ireland. If I can just finish this point. Yeah, sure. He's playing with the future of Northern Ireland in a very dangerous way. And I just want to make a comment about Mo Mowlam. Mo Mowlam, of course, one of Coventry's finest. She was a co-architect of the Belfast Good Friday Agreement, and we should be very proud of the fact that one of our own actually had such involvement. He will actually, I think, destroy or damage the Good Friday Agreement with his proposals.
Well, that remains to be seen. But for now, Matt Weston, appreciate it. Thanks very much indeed. Labour MP for Warwick and Leamington.